Let me be real with you for a second. There is a moment most people hit, usually alone, usually at night. It's the moment you realize you've been running, not from anything specific, just running. From the hard conversation, from the dream you stopped chasing, from the truth about your job, your relationship, your health, your life. And you've gotten so good at running that you've started to believe that the running is living, but it's not. It's the opposite of living. And I want to talk about why you have to stop. Because here is the thing nobody tells you: the fear you're running from is already here. It's not waiting for you somewhere in the future. It's living inside you right now, in the tight chest, the sleepless nights, the knot in your stomach that never quite goes away. Avoiding it doesn't keep it away. Avoiding it just makes it your roommate. So let's talk about what avoidance actually is, because it doesn't look like what you think. Avoidance doesn't look like running. It looks like staying busy. It looks like being productive. It looks like scrolling until your eyes hurt. It looks like another drink, another relationship, another plan, another I'll deal with it Monday. It looks like keeping your schedule so full there is no room for the quiet, because the quiet is where the fear lives. And here is the trap: avoidance works. That's why it's so dangerous. It works in the short term. You distract yourself, and for a few hours the fear goes quiet. So you do it again, and each time the fear gets stronger, because every time you avoid it, you're teaching yourself that you can't handle it. You're telling yourself the story: this is too big for me, I can't face this. And the moment you tell yourself that story, the more true it becomes. Now, here is the part nobody wants to hear. The thing you're afraid of, the reality you're avoiding, it's not the enemy. The fear is not the problem. The fear is just a signal. It's your mind telling you that something matters, that something is at stake, that you care. We've been taught to treat fear like an alarm that means stop, but fear doesn't mean stop. Fear means pay attention. Fear is the price of caring about something. If you didn't care, you wouldn't be afraid. The fear is proof that it matters to you. And that's the secret. The reason you're avoiding your reality isn't because the reality is too scary. It's because the reality matters too much, and you're terrified of what it means if you try and fail. So you'd rather not try at all. You'd rather stay in the comfortable prison of someday than face the terrifying freedom of now. Let me give you a different way to think about it. Imagine your fear as a locked door, and behind that door is the thing you want, the life you're actually afraid to live. And you've been standing in front of that door your whole life, convinced it's locked, but it's not locked. It never was. You just never tried the handle, because trying the handle means finding out the truth. And the truth, whatever it is scarier to you than the not knowing. That's what avoidance really is. It's choosing not to know. It's choosing the vague, dull ache of maybe someday over the sharp, real pain of today. And I understand why you do it. I really do. That's not knowing. The not knowing is safe. The not knowing doesn't ask anything of you. But the not knowing is also a cage. And you built it yourself, and you're the only one who can walk out of it. So, how do you actually face it? Not in theory, in practice. First, you name it. You can't face a fear you won't look at. So sit down alone and ask yourself the question you've been avoiding. What am I actually afraid of? Not the surface answer, not the surface answer, the real one. Is it failure? Is it rejection? Is it being alone? Is it being seen? Is it disappointing the people you love? Name it. Say it out loud. Because a fear you can name is a fear you can face. A fear you can't name is a ghost that controls you. Second, you shrink it. Here is the thing about the big scary thing. It's never actually one thing. It's a thousand small things stacked on top of each other. So break it down. What's the smallest version of this fear you could face today? Not the whole mountain, just one step, one conversation, one small honest thing. Because courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage is being scared of taking one step away. Third, you stay. This is the hard one. When you face the fear, your whole body is going to scream at you to run. That's the withdrawal. That's the old pattern. And you're going to want to reach for the distraction, the scroll, the drink, the busy work. Don't. Just stay. Let the fear be there. Let it wash over you. Because here is the secret nobody tells you. Fear is a wave. It rises, it peaks, and it passes. But it can also pass if you let it. If you run, it follows you. If you stay, it moves through you. And on the other side of that wave is the thing you've been running from your whole life. Not safety, freedom. And here is the thing I want you to hear, to really hear. The reality you're avoiding, it's not going anywhere. It's already here. It's in the relationship you're not having the conversation in. It's in the job you're slowly dying inside. It's in the dream you keep calling unrealistic. It's in the mirror you can run for a decade and it will still be there, waiting, patient, growing. The only way out is through. There is no shortcut, there is no side door, there is no someday that's going to feel ready. Ready doesn't come. You have to walk into the fear before you feel ready. That's what courage is, not feeling ready, walking anyway. Here's what I want you to take with you. You've been treating your fear like a wall, and it's not a wall, it's a doorway. And the only thing standing between you and the life you actually want is the moment you decide to walk through it. The chains you're wearing, the ones made of someday and I can't and what if it fails, they feel real. They feel like they're protecting you, but they're not. They're holding you down. And the door was never locked, you just never tried the handle. So name the fear, shrink it, stay with it, and take one step. Not because you're not scared, because you're scared and you're doing it anyway. That's the whole thing. That's the whole game. The door's open, walk through it.